guys, I'm back for a part 2 with the Group C endurance cars, just because I didn't really give it a fair go yesterday. Didn't have the Nissan in there for a start, and I was probably a little bit tired doing some of the times, so I've tried the Nissan. Not too bad, managed to do 34.6. Also tried the 787B again. I think I was maybe being a bit harsh on it. My driving wasn't the best yesterday, so got a 35.0 yesterday, managed to get that into 34.8s. So it's still the slowest out of these four, but a fair bit quicker than the XJR. And there was definitely more time in that lap as well. But what I will do is just go to the Nissan lap and show you that one. So this is the BOP for the Nissan 92. It basically sits, it's the highest power at 826, but also the heaviest at 900. So compared to the Jag was 822 and 894, so it's a tiny bit heavier and a tiny bit more powerful than the Jag. But actually handles a lot nicer. Right, so going in with the Nissan R92. This is the heaviest car, but also the most powerful. Actually fairly easy to drive, despite its weight. It handles pretty well. It just probably doesn't have as much grip as some of the others, but very good on brakes, nice in the corners. It's just a tiny bit slow everywhere. It doesn't do anything wrong, it's difficult to get the lap times. You can see I was probably braking as late as any car with this one, despite how heavy it is, so it's certainly reasonable. I just struggled to get the lap times out of this one. So I'd done 10 laps or so before this and then reset it for another try. So you can push it a little bit, but not too much. So 34.6, which I was pretty happy with. I didn't get very near that again. I was kind of high 34s, low 35s most of the time with this car. But the lap time is there, so it is an option, definitely. It's quite a nice handling car. It doesn't do anything badly wrong. Quite a nice drive. Yeah, another 2/10 in that first sector alone. So my option would have been a fair bit quicker. I just wasn't able to put it all together. So after driving the Nissan, I thought I'd go back to the Sauber and just see if I could put a better lap in than yesterday. And straight out of the box I got a 34.3 with this one, and I was I think 34.8 yesterday, so massive improvement. All the times were kind of mid 34s or very low 35s, so I clearly wasn't driving it as well yesterday as I could have done, and it just reminded me what a good car this one is. So I was making all sorts of mistakes through these laps, and I was still getting mid 34s all the time. So it's quite a forgiving car. But you can make mistakes, it doesn't really cost you that much. So TC's off obviously, but still very controllable. So basically mistakes all the way around that lap. In the 34.1, which is the quickest time I've ever done. So really nice car to drive, very, very quick. So after my success with the Sauber, I thought maybe I was being a bit harsh on the old Mazda yesterday, so I thought I'd give it another go. And it turns out I was being a bit harsh. I wasn't driving great. I mean, it's still a bit of a handful, as you can see. But it was a lot down to my driving. If you put the throttle on with too much steering lock, you're going to go sideways. So you can see on lap 5 I managed a 34.8. I couldn't get into 34s yesterday, so that's already 2/10 up from where I was yesterday. I think I was driving a bit tired. It's still a difficult car to drive, but I didn't find it as snappy or as understeery today. Had a bit more confidence in it perhaps, although it still did bite now and again. A bit of trail braking seems to help with this car. You can get it to do kind of what you want. It just takes a bit of concentration. I struggled to get the best out of this one, but at least I gave it more of a representative showing than the other time, so I think I've got another 34.8, yeah. There are a few low 35s, few 35 zeros in there as well. So it's not the easiest car to drive. It's not a disaster by any means. It's traction isn't too bad. Understeer isn't too bad actually. Now that I've had another go, and there's certainly more time on the table than that. My option was, you know, a good 34.6, 34.5, something like that. So you could definitely go quicker. Just when you start pushing, it gets a little bit nervy. Anyway, that's that'll be the end of my Group C shootout. I don't think I'll bother with a Toyota, just because I can't see myself driving it. I don't like the look of it, and the Sauber and Porsche is so good for me. It's going to be one of those two for me. But certainly the little Mazda here and the Nissan are contenders. Jag wasn't for me, just very understeery but really quick in a straight line, so might suit some people. It'd be nice to see a few different cars on the grid. But yeah, I think this will be a good series. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the track.